evening, everyone. Today it's what? Today it's July 12, 2022. This is our regular council meeting before we leave for the 6 weeks recess, right? Before calling the meeting to order, please let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation with Pastor William Vasquez from the Great Aham Church.
Please place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Pastor Vasquez. Is it here? It's Pastor. Oh, yeah. Come.
Good evening. It's a privilege to be over here. Just want to read a couple of scriptures. You can find them on 2 of Timothy, chapter 3, verse 16. All the scriptures is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God might be perfect, truly furnished unto all good works. Father, we give you thanks this evening. Thank you for the privilege to be over here, seeking for your wisdom, reunited all to take care of this city business. And thank you for the invitation. That is a pleasure always to serve you. Amen and amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Please be seated. At this time, let's call the meeting to order. Madam Clerk.
7:08 p.m. Vice Mayor Desilme. Councilwoman Timothy. Here. Mayor Bieneme.
Here.
Councilman Galvin.
Here.
Councilwoman Estime Irvin. Mayor, you have a quorum to proceed.
Thank you very much. Madam City Manager, do we have any additions, deletions, amendments, or deferral to the agenda?
We're going to be asking to defer tab H, and as well as the special check presentation on the special presentations
Tab
for a later
H,
date.
And
Yes.
we move what,
The special check presentation.
2 special presentations?
Yeah,
Will be
representative.
removed.
The representative wasn't able to make it tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. Is the agenda set, Mr. City Attorney?
Yes, Mayor, the agenda is set. You may proceed.
Thank you very much. We're gonna move to those special presentations.
Oh, come down.
State Rep is not here yet. Oh, we're moving that item.
COVID-19?
Representative Benjamin's not here, so we're skipping that one.
Huh? Okay. Okay.
What about the
Okay,
three
thank you very
proclamations?
much. And, yes, you have a presentation?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Assistant Chief
Oh,
Blanchard,
please.
and I'll be doing the COVID-19 update and the hurricane preparedness update on behalf of Major Brinson. On the COVID-19 update, the 7-day average positivity rate for COVID-19 in Miami-Dade is 23%. The total number of new COVID-19 cases reported last week in Miami-Dade County decreased to 10,350 from 12,824 last week. COVID-19 testing is available here at North Miami City Hall, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Testing is also available at Cagney Park, located at 13498 Northeast 8th Avenue, 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. As far as the hurricane update is concerned, we are not currently monitoring any storms or weather systems. And that's all I have for now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any question from the dais? No? The next presentation, thank you very much, Assistant Chief. The next presentation is proclamation recognizing Park and Recreation Month. It's,
Well, we're happy today to celebrate Parks and Recreation Month. Long ago, when I started in public service, we're celebrating Parks and Recreation Month. Long ago, when I started in public service, someone told me that it all starts in parks. I truly believe that because that's where our kids play, that's where families gather, that's where all of the activities. So I'm very excited to proclaim the month of July, which is National Parks and Recreation Month, and that gives me an opportunity to recognize our Parks and Recreation staff, our director, Sam Brinson, our assistant director, Christine Carney, and they look good because of all the ones that are standing here, including Mike and Tony and Ernie and Ross. So we just have a great park staff, so I'm just really thankful and happy about that. We've had some trying times during COVID, but we've been working really hard to move it forward and build it back. So thank you very much for the support, and congratulations to Parks and Rec.
the next presentation is. How are you? The next presentation is a proclamation to recognizing Tamaya Consi from the North Miami Senior High School for outstanding academic and athletic achievements. Are you here?
One more because they were blinking. Y'all not gonna make
Certificate of recognition presented to Employee of the Quarter. Now I'm not gonna say that name. Yes. Who wanna say it?
Dunya, yes.
Good.
Okay, but before we continue. Oh, wow, okay. Our employee of the quarter is Dunya, I have to pronounce it better. Tanea. But I have a better announcement. Can everybody just kind of say hello for a second? Most of Dunya's family is in Cochabamba, Bolivia, and they are watching on live stream her parents. So we're saying hi to her parents. And thank you for letting us have her for as long as we've had. We're very proud. I'm happy to work alongside her. I give her a lot of work to do. So she's been amazing, but I'll allow the mayor to continue to speak and also Claude, our director.
Let me call Claude, IT director, to say a few words, and whatever check you're gonna give, I'm gonna match it.
You're gonna match? Oh, that's great for Dunya. All right. Good evening, everyone. Every day, the members of the IT department work diligently behind the scenes to ensure that city operations run effectively. As such, it is my pleasure to recognize one of our team members, Dunya Tanea, as the employee of the quarter. Over the last 20 years, Dunya has attended nearly every single event that has been sponsored by the city. She consistently ensures that all media, lighting, communication channels are operational, allowing for a positive experience for both staff, elected officials, and the public. Additionally, Dunya maintains all content for both the city website and Nomi TV, which is comprised of channels 77 and Uverse channel 99. Dunya performs all these tasks and more with hardly a complaint, and is consistently looking for opportunities to continue learning and improving. Although I am clearly biased, I feel that Dunya is very deserving of this honor, and I'm happy to help her receive the recognition. Since the mayor is matching you, I'm gonna let him give you the plaque.
How much is? Oh, it's only $100. I'm gonna match that. I'm gonna give you another one. And I'm going to vote for her to be Employee of the Year for the city of North Miami.
I want to thank first my family, my husband, my kids, Andrew and Mark, for putting up all the longer hours while I was working here. Thanks to Claude, who nominated me, and my information technology team for their support. And a special thanks to my friend, our former city deputy clerk, Jackie Vieira, who hired me over more than 24 years ago. And I want to say hi to my mom, my dad. Thanks to technology, they are watching me from my country, Bolivia. So I love you. I'm going to see you soon, so I'm going. Thank you. Thanks.
have any more presentation? There's another one? No? Is there another one? Do we have city events, announcements? Do we have? Yes? You sure?
Good evening, everyone, mayor, council, staff, North Miami neighbors, and guests. My name is Tracy Pollock on behalf of the City of North Miami, and it is my pleasure to share some of our city's upcoming events with you. The City of North Miami is offering rental assistance up to $8,000 to North Miami residents who suffer a rent increase and/or are late in their rent payment. At this time, residents may apply for the NOMI Rental Assistance Program. To download the application, visit northmiamifl.gov/COVID relief. Eligible residents who were previously assisted with ETBRA program funding can reapply, providing that the total amount of assistance does not exceed the $8,000 maximum allowed. Rental assistance is available until funds are depleted. For more information, call the North Miami Housing and Social Services Department at 305-893-6511, extension 20003. Appointments are mandatory. The Downtown Action Plan Advisory Committee is a group of key community stakeholders with representation from the city's local arts and cultural community, education sector, film industry, and business community, as specified in Section 2-402A2 of the city's land development regulations. The purpose of its membership is to assist in the implementation of the recommendations of the adopted master plan. The committee will also assist in the creation of the conceptual plan and community meetings envisioned for the downtown area. Recruitment is now open. To join the Action Committee, please apply today by visiting northmiamifl.gov/232. The North Miami Public Library kicked off its fun-filled summer lineup for the entire family, Monday through Saturday until July 30th, 2022. All programs are in person and RSVP is not required. See our exciting lineup by visiting www.northmiamifl.gov/calendar. For more information, contact the NOMI Library at 305-891-5535. Join the North Miami Public Library's Summer Reading Challenge to win weekly prizes and a chance to win grand prizes such as an Apple iPad, Amazon gift cards, and more. The rules are simple. 1, visit nomilibrary.readsquared.com to register. A library card is needed. 2, log each book you read. And 3, the participants that have read the most books at the end of the summer reading program will receive a prize. The deadline to log all books read and a chance to enter the annual raffle for prizes is Friday, July 29th at 4 p.m. No exceptions. Winners will be announced live on the library's Facebook page at NOMI Library on Saturday, July 30th at 2 p.m. This event is sponsored by the Honorable Mayor Philippe Bename, Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy, MPA, and the Friends of the North Miami Public Library. For program information and official contest rules, call us at 305-891-5535 or visit us online at northmiamifl.gov/ NOMI Library. The City of North Miami Parks and Recreation Department will offer free baseball clinics for children ages 4 and older. The clinic is currently taking place every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at Claude Pepper Park, 1255 Northwest 135th Street, North Miami, Florida 33168. Waivers must be completed at Claude Pepper Park. Space is limited. For more information, please call 305-895-9840. The City of North Miami will hold a virtual budget workshop on Thursday, July 14th at 6 p.m. Interested members of the public are invited to observe and participate in the virtual workshop by visiting northmiamifl.gov/budget workshop. For more information regarding all public meetings, visit northmiamifl.gov. On Saturday, July 16th at 5:30 p.m., join MOCA for Living Archive, an artist walk and conversation with Onejibde Shabaka. Shabaka's installation, Her Touch Smooths Rough Waters, is currently on view on MOCA Plaza. Learn all about the artist's art practice as we move throughout North Miami, discovering and documenting histories, textures, and sites using Polaroid cameras. We will then walk through Liberty Gardens and end at Paradise Books and Bread, where under Shabaka's instruction, we will create a piece of artwork inspired from the meandering geography and incorporate an element of printmaking or collage. The Walk with Shabaka will start at 5:30 p.m. This event is free and open to the public. Space is limited. RSVP in advance at mocanomi.org. The North Miami Public Library will host a naturalization workshop on Wednesday, July 20th at 6 p.m. The workshop will be held in person at the NOMI Library. Participants will have the opportunity to connect online with a U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Community Relations Officer to find out about naturalization and other immigration topics. To register, please call the library at 305-891-5535. The staff of U.S. Senator Rick Scott will host mobile office hours to help with issues related to federal agencies on the third Thursday of every month. The next mobile office hours will take place on Thursday, July 21st, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. at the North Miami Public Library, located at 835 Northeast 132nd Street, North Miami, Florida 33161. For more information, visit rickscott.senate.gov. The City of North Miami is looking to revitalize downtown North Miami through a public-private partnership to create a walkable downtown area. Please join us to learn more about the P3 project, learn how you can be involved, and what opportunities might be available to you. The event will take place on July 28th from 12 to 3 p.m. on the MOCA Plaza located at 770 Northeast 125th Street, North Miami, Florida 33161. For more information, contact John R. Lorfield, MBA, at 305-863-6511, extension 19051, or via email at jlorfields@northmiamifl.gov. Wrap up the Ocean of Possibilities Summer Reading Challenge with a magic and juggle show from magician Ian and a chance to win cool prizes. The event will take place on Saturday, July 30th at 2 p.m. at the North Miami Public Library located at 835 Northeast 132nd Street, North Miami, Florida 33162. Summer Reading Challenges prizes for top readers will be announced. In addition, 3 bicycles will be raffled courtesy of the Honorable Mayor Philippe Bename. Sign up for NOBI alerts to stay up to date with emergency information. Get notifications and emergencies such as severe weather, road closures, evacuations, and learn about important community news and events by signing up for NOMI Alert, the city's emergency alert and community notification program. You can choose what you receive and how you want to receive it. Receive notifications at work, at home, on your cell phone, via email, telephone, or text. It's your choice. Register today for emergency alerts at northmiamifl.gov, NOMI Alert. The last one. The Housing and Social Services Department will issue a request for proposal for its public services grant on Wednesday, July 13th. It will host a How to Apply workshop for interested CBOs and nonprofits on Wednesday, July 20th at Sunkiss Grove Community Center, 12500 Northwest 13th Avenue, North Miami, Florida, 33167, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. CBOs, 501c3, and nonprofits interested in applying for the grant to provide eligible public service activities to City of North Miami residents are invited to attend the mandatory workshop to receive technical assistance. The Public Service Activity Grant provides funding to CBOs and nonprofits offering activities that include but are not limited to job placement services, workforce training, childcare, mental health, tutoring, first-time homebuyer counseling, energy conservation, financial literacy, summer internship program, and much more. To stay up to date with NOMI news and events, log on to our website at northmiamifl.gov, click on Connect with NOMI on the homepage to sign up for our newsletters. You may also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at NOMI News. That's all for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can you say? Madam City Manager. Can you say her name and her position? Her name and position for the record. Her name and position. I know. Can you say in the record? She said. Antonio said.
Oh. Thank you very much. That was our new communications manager, Tracy Pollock. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And now let's move to the consent agenda. Madam City Clerk.
We actually have board, committee, and commission appointments to get through.
Oh, you have board appointments?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
What I'm going to do is read these in groups based on the board.
And who's making the appointment?
Yeah, I'll read that as well.
Huh?
Wait for Gavin.
You
can say the name, then.
She can say the names, but you'd have to hold
Yeah,
the
you can
vote
say the
till it
name,
gets
I know.
back, because you don't have quorum.
You can say the name, yeah.
So we have 3 individual resolutions making appointments to the Civilian Investigation Board, or actually it's really called the North Miami Citizens Investigative Board. And those names are Jemmy Noble, being appointed by Mayor Philippe Bien-Aimé, Gerard Kevin Seafried by Vice Mayor Alex Desolme, and Jory Lang by Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy.
You need a motion?
Yes,
Do
sir.
you need a motion
Which
on
one?
each one of these, or I apologize, I had to
So
step-
we're doing them by groups.
Okay, move approval of that group.
That's
Second.
not what was my appointment?
Yours was Jemmy Noble.
No, that wasn't my appointment. No, I appoint someone else. Can we appoint those 2 without that one from me, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the slate presented except for one Jemmy Noble.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve Gerard Kevin Seafried and Jory Lang to the North Miami Citizens Investigative Board. Is there a second?
Second.
The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries with a 3-0 vote. This is the list for DAPAC. So these will be resolutions that are individually named for each of these individuals.
Appointed by who?
G-
You gonna- Yeah.
You're done?
Mhm.
Okay. Geo Darter by Councilman Scott Galvin. Sebastian Semla by Councilman Scott Galvin. Max Wolf Sturman by Councilman Scott Galvin. Jeff Mondesir by Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy. Elvis Dumerville by Councilwoman Estimate Irvin. Naomi Blemure by Councilwoman Estimate Irvin. Sarah McDevitt by Vice Mayor Desilme. And Dudley Etienne Harvard by Vice Mayor Alex Desilme.
Move approval of the slate.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the appointment of the individuals as named to the Downtown Action Plan Advisory Committee, or DAPAC. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote. A resolution of the Mayor and City Council of the City of North Miami, Florida, appointing Wuz Michelle Guapiel to the North Miami Commission for Women in accordance with Chapter 2, Article 3, Division 13, Section 2-269 of the City of North Miami Code of Ordinances, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. And that is an appointment by Councilwoman Mary Estimate Irvin for an at-large position on the board.
Move approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilwoman Timothy to approve the appointment of Wuz Michelle Guapiel to the North Miami Commission for Women for an at-large position. The motion was seconded by Councilman Galvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote. A resolution of the Mayor and City Council of the City of North Miami, Florida, appointing members to the Affordable Housing Advisory Committee for the State Housing Initiatives Partnership Program, SHIP, program, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. The committee members are Marie-France Jean Fawens as the residential home builder, appointed by Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy. An advocate for low-income persons, Sandra Dennis, appointed by Mayor Philippe Bien-Aimé. Planning Commissioner, Naomi Blemure, appointed by Councilwoman Mary Estimate Irvin. For-profit affordable housing provider, Evan Shields, appointed by Councilman Scott Galvin. Nonprofit affordable housing provider, Ebony Crispin, appointed by Councilman Scott Galvin. And local resident, Andrea McDonald, appointed by Mayor Philippe Bien-Aimé.
Move approval of the slate.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the appointment of Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy, Marie-France Jean Fawens, Sandra Dennis, Naomi Blemure, Evan Shields, Ebony Crispin, and Andrea McDonald as members of the Affordable Housing Advisory Committee for the State Housing Initiatives Partnership Program. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries with a 3-0 vote. And just a reminder that Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy was appointed at the previous meeting as the councilperson on that board.
If I wanted to add someone else on that board, could I add them tonight and just have it ratified later, or do we have to go through this whole process again? Because I know for the sake of,
You'd still, I mean, based on the ordinance that you all passed, you'd have to give the name to the clerk so that she could at least go through to make sure that they're qualified
okay.
and then bring it back.
Consent agenda. Unless a member of the City Council wishes to remove a specific item from this portion of the agenda, tabs A through B constitute the consent agenda. These resolutions and items are self-explanatory and are not expected to require additional review or discussion. These items will be recorded as individually numbered resolutions adopted unanimously by the following motion: that the consent agenda comprised of tabs A through B be adopted.
Can I have a motion on the consent?
So move.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the consent agenda. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote. Tab C, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager and city attorney to negotiate an amendment to the agreement between the city of North Miami and Southeastern Seating, Inc. to include additional services for completion of the stadium seating project at North Miami Athletic Stadium at an additional cost not to exceed $750,298, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab C.
Thank you.
Move approval.
Let's open it to the public. Tab C is open to the public. It's just additional money for bleachers for the North Miami.
Sarah McDevitt, 14490. I just want to come up and voice my strong support for this. I'm imagining you're all going to say yes, but the kids need this stadium. We've had sports teams playing at other locations for years already now, and I really do hope that with urgency we move this project forward. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
I do need to point out that that this item needs to be changed to add in negotiate and execute an amendment in order for us to start the project as soon as
Thank you.
possible. So I'd like to add that, and that be the motion that is voted on.
Thank you very much. Public hearing still open.
I have a
Public
question,
hearing is
Mayor.
now closed. Yes.
So as it stands, when do we foresee the stadium being, the bleachers being completed? Because this has been going on since Irma.
Yes.
Been going on what?
This is a project that was,
Hurricane Irma,
yes,
2018.
this was an inherited project when I came here. There were a lot of issues in terms of the past and what happened with the negotiations. We've gotten past a good amount of the issues, including permitting, including renegotiation, and then also now we have the high cost of materials. We're going to move forward and negotiate and execute. My understanding is that barring any issues in terms of materials, it should be about 120 to 100, maybe 80 day project to complete.
So for this one, if we can ensure that we're giving status updates and as well to the community and the schools, because we'll start and, if it's at the start of school season, there's already crazy traffic going in that area where David Lawrence is. So please ensure that we do our due diligence when it's time to notify the schools and the residents, and when it's getting ready to reopen, please let us know as well.
We will, thank you.
Thank you very much. If there is no, yes.
Move approval.
Second.
The approval with the negotiate and execute.
Right, with
Oh, with the-
tweaks
That was
to
the
the
motion.
language.
We'll add the language to the executed resolution.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab C. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote. Tab D, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, approving the assignment of all rights, title, and interest in the lease agreement between the city of North Miami and the North Miami Jaycees, Inc. to the Police Athletic League of North Miami, Inc. for the premises located at 12100 West Dixie Highway, further authorizing the city manager and city attorney to negotiate and execute an updated lease agreement between the city of North Miami and Police Athletic League of North Miami, Inc., and providing an effective date and all other purposes. Tab D.
Thank you very much. I think at the last meeting we did a presentation and everything. It just we had some clarification in the lease agreement and we fixed that. And let's open it to the public unless there's anything more we and Madam City Manager or the Chief wanna add. No.
No, we've negotiated a lease for 33 years, which was the balance of what the other lease is, so our lease would be directly with PALS.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's open up to the public. Public hearing is open on tab D. Public hearing is now closed. Can I hear a motion?
Mr. Mayor, just a quick
Yes.
question. Do we, Mr. Cazot, need to give anything to the Jaycees that officially release them from things going forward? There's talks about the transfer, but is anything needed to specifically?
My understand. Well, there were two ways to do it. And I wasn't here at the last meeting, but you could have terminated the lease and then entered into a new one. My understanding is that we chose to assign the lease.
Right.
So by assigning it terminates, but there wouldn't be a termination letter to JC's, just the assignment. By the assignment, it terminates that lease and goes to PAL.
Okay.
So there's no additional document that
To
we
the
need.
JCs that are in the room, does that answer the questions you had about? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cazal.
Can I have your motion on tab D?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab D. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
Thank you very much.
Tab E, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager and city attorney to negotiate and execute an extension to the consulting agreement between the city of North Miami and Becker and Polyakov, PA, to provide for the continuation of federal lobbying services, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab E.
Thank you very much. I assume that it's renew or an extension of the previous contract, right?
Yes.
For 1 year? The extension?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
For
thank
1
you
year.
very much. Let's open tab E to the public. Public hearing is open on tab E. I see none. Public hearing is now closed. Can I have a motion on the dais? If
So-
there's
Move E.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab E. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
tab F.
Tab F, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami,
Thank you,
Florida,
Alberto.
amending the previously adopted fiscal year 2021-2022 annual action plan to provide for the special grant allocation of home investment partnerships program, American Rescue Plan, home ARP funds made available to the city of North Miami to provide homelessness assistance and supportive services to qualifying populations in the amount of $1,088,181 from the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab F.
Point of privilege, Your Honor, just wanted to make the point that Clarence Williams from Becker and Polikoff was here. I know we passed the item, but I just wanted to let you know that he did come in here from DC today. If you,
He came home to have a good time. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Mayor and Council members. Albert Bazil, Housing and Social Services Director. We're here tonight to ask Council to approve the proposed amendment to the fiscal year 2021-2022 annual action plan to receive a home allocation funding that we receive from HUD. We need to make a clear difference from the get-go that this home is from ARP. It's not our regular program funding. It's a one-time allocation, and it's required that we amend our 21-22 annual action plan to receive this funding. So this funding goes on separate regulation as opposed to funding received directly from the Treasury or from any other department. The city hired a consultant from Civitas LLC. Here with us tonight, Mr. Spencer Christian, who will appear virtually to do a presentation of the home ARP funding and how we conduct the consultation and how we arrive with to the allocation and the distribution of funding. Dunya? Christian, are you in? Good evening.
Can we have somebody else just give a summary report?
Can you have
I
a
can
quick
do it,
overview of
but-
the allocations? You give us the allocations.
Where the money's coming?
It's just ahead of you on the screen is it's a kind of a summary where this funding coming from. Out of the home ARP funding from, approved by Congress back in March 2021 last year, $5 billion was awarded to HUD, and $5 billion in this funding was put on the side to assist individual or household who are homeless. So specifically this funding, this home ARP funding should go towards qualified population, homeless, victim of domestic violence, human trafficking. The goal is to reduce homelessness and increase housing stability across the nation. And North Miami has been allocated a $1,088,181 as a single allocation. The county home ARP allocation plan is currently being drafted. Giving why we put this note on the presentation is that
Testing one more time.
Are you here with us, Christian?
Yes, it seems that we had a little bit of technical difficulty. I apologize for showing up late. I've listened to the whole meeting though. Would you like me to take over from here?
Sure.
Okay, I was sorry for the last few seconds. I was a bit working with the technical team, so thanks for the IT team here. But I'll be brief with this overview. As Albert probably already explained, the American Rescue Plan was law of last year, of course, appropriating $5 billion nationwide, with the city of North Miami receiving just over $1 million.
That you represent, please.
Christian, can you introduce yourself? What company will you work with?
Oh, yes, happily. So my name is Spencer Christian. I am with Civitas LLC. We are a small housing and community development firm based out of South Carolina, but doing a lot of work in the Southeast region. Our team lead, Eric Chatham, has been consulting with various cities and communities in Miami for the last 10 years. And so happy to be here tonight.
Good.
Okay, so before we discuss the eligible activities under Home ARP, we'll look at the criteria for the target recipients. HUD states that Home ARP funds must be used to primarily benefit individuals and families that meet the requirements of one or more of these qualifying populations, otherwise known as QPs, with the first being homeless. The second definition is those at risk of homelessness. The third QP is dealing with victims fleeing or attempting to flee domestic violence or human trafficking. And the fourth QP is other populations, which has sort of a twofold definition, either to prevent a family's homelessness or to serve those who are at greatest risk of housing instability. And that definition has a lot of overlap with the number 2 QP of at risk of homelessness, just with a few other features highlighting the extreme low-income households that are severely cost burdened. Veterans in this case do have to be they're not a separate QP, so they do have to qualify as one of those 4 just to receive benefits of this program. We can go to the next slide now. So when it comes to the eligible activities, there are 4 activities that can be funded with these funds. Affordable rental housing development, non-congregate shelter, or NCS, tenant-based rental assistance, supportive services activities. And a key provision that HUD would emphasize is this program is not for home ownership or homeowner rehab like the normal home program. So it is for addressing homelessness and sort of the rental housing. And as we dive into each of these just a little further, starting out with rental housing development, eligible activities and cost, of course, acquisition, construction, and rehab of rental housing. All of these are eligible activities, as is reasonable and necessary hard and soft costs and reallocation. The biggest difference with the Home ARP on this section is that it can be used to pay ongoing operating costs to cover any operating deficits of rental housing. Next. So for the Home ARP non-congregate shelter development, this has to do with acquisition or development or construction of non-congregate shelters. So when you think of private units without a lease, these sorts of things, oftentimes using non-traditional structures such as motels or nursing homes. Eligible costs would include the acquisition, the development, the rehab of these items. But the big takeaway with this one is that last bullet is that ongoing operating costs for the NCS cannot be paid for by home ARP funds. So we would need a separate line of funding to operate the non-congregate shelter. With tenant-based rental assistance, much like it says, the rental assistance is tied to the tenant, not to a unit. Eligible costs would be the rent, security deposit payments, and utility payments or deposits as well. Unlike the regular home program, the home ARP can cover up to 100% of rent and utility costs. So for those that really need assistance so that they are not evicted and so that they can prevent homelessness, the TBRA is a good option for that, and it has a little bit more flexibility than other TBRA programs. Next, please. And finally, the fourth use is home ARP supportive services, and the home ARP statute authorizes the use of these funds for 3 different categories under supportive services, the first being homeless support, the next is homeless prevention, and the last one is housing counseling. We'll get to a few of the eligible costs on the next slide. Just want to point out some considerations that this can be combined or be as a standalone program. And of course, there are duplication of benefit eligibility requirements. So if a family is receiving funding to help with supportive services from a different funding line, they cannot also receive it from this one. Let's get into some of the examples of eligible costs. So for homeless supportive services as well as homelessness prevention, there's a slew of opportunities for assistance, for support when you think of case management, substance abuse treatment, mental health, job or life skills training. So all of these things would be approved for both homeless supportive services and prevention services. Next slide, please. The third category, housing counseling, is primarily to help out with staff and sort of the intake and action plans for housing counseling. Again, housing counseling in this instance is solely for rental housing as opposed to home ownership. Next. As we look to develop the allocation plan, HUD wanted us to reach out to various stakeholders. And so this is just a highlight of the stakeholder input and feedback, with affordability oftentimes being the biggest takeaway. So in this case, this is the city's unmet housing and service needs, with the number one aspect being the rental units of availability, that is affordable rental units, and the need for tenant-based rental assistance. The supportive services and the NCS all came in about the same ranking in this instance. Next, please. And this other one is the ranking of eligible uses. So where would the money be best spent? And the number one instance in this is for rental assistance. Again, that can be a quick turnaround to help the immediate need of persons and families that are in need of this assistance to prevent eviction and to prevent becoming homeless. And development of affordable housing came in at number 2, followed by supportive services, and lastly, the NCS units. So taking all the data together and the city's input, as well as the stakeholders' input, this is the proposed budget with the bulk of the allocation, again, one-time allocation, going towards tenant-based rental assistance in the form of $700,000. Supportive services will receive $225,000, and the administration and planning is capped at the 15%. Again, for the grand total of $1,088,181. And pending any questions or comments, this concludes my presentation of the Home ARP allocation plan.
Thank you very much. 2 quick questions. You said if someone receive permit before, they're not qualified, like if someone apply for the Miami-Dade County and rental assistance program, if they get it, they cannot apply for that one?
Most likely, when we talk about duplication of benefits, it's for the same period. So if the person was helped for April, May, June, and in July this person needs assistance, we can certainly help that person.
You cannot serve him?
We can.
Okay, okay. If it's for the same period, no?
No.
I see. Another question is tied to the tenant, not the landlord. The check gonna be issued to under the
No, it's
tenant?
gonna be, usually with home funding, it's a three-party agreement between the city, the tenant, and the landlord. But the advantage in this one is that it's not a 1 month. We can put this person in a unit for 24 months, up to 24 months, up to 2 years.
Okay, not attached to that specific unit?
No, this person can choose to move. It's portable.
Okay, the person can move to another location. Let's
Correct.
see, they was paying, it's too expensive, that means they can downgrade to another apartment.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you very much.
Question, it also includes utilities, correct?
This one include security deposit, utility payment, and rental assistance.
And for how long? Like, is there a cap?
Maximum 24 months, but it can be 12 months or maximum 24 months.
8,000 maximum.
No, it's not 8,000. We are mixing stuff here.
Huh?
We are mixing them. It's not 8,000. This is a different program.
Oh,
This is from this is the $1 million this is why we have to create the Affordable Housing Board, correct?
No, let me recap. This funding is from Home ARP, and it needs to be clear, it's targeting qualifying population. I can assist homeless people at risk of becoming homeless, victim of domestic violence, human trafficking, and some supportive services. Meaning, if you have someone here living in her car or his car, who need assistance, we can provide supportive service to help this person find a location. Once this person got the location, we can assist in moving this person in up to 24 months. It has nothing to see with the current program that we have right now. It's a different program.
yeah, but based on the presentation, you can use the money to build housing.
You can use money to build houses, but at this point, based on the discussion that I have with management and based on the survey, I will not say the little change. $1 million, it's not gonna take us that far.
I understand it, but it can contribute to.
You can surely use that to acquire, rehabilitate, and the only issue we're having is the time it's gonna take to have those units produced and available for people to live in.
Meaning you have to spend this money by the end of this year?
No, sir.
Okay, that's
I
when
think
it
we have
can be
until
used
2030.
to acquire structures, that's,
You can do that. The only thing with Home ARP, you have 24 months to have this project going and 4 years to complete the project.
okay. Yes, ma'am. Question, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So how are we going to identify the people who would qualify? You're not looking to me to come back to you with 20 names. How are you going to find the people who need this service?
We have two ways to do it. We choose not to do preference, but use sponsors. So meaning you have an organization working with homeless, they can refer those people to us. Those people can come to us, resident of North Miami, being evicted, living in their car, can come to us directly. And the city may choose to have a third party administer those funding, so we have two options. It will be referral, or those person come directly to us.
So that sort of leads into my next question. Usually somebody who's homeless has a lot of other needs outside of just being homeless. We can put them in a home, but do we have any plans for link to care or link to services?
That's the supportive services. We have some eligible activities on the supportive services. The advantage is once I put you in the house, I can give you resources to get training skills, workforce training skills. We can provide mental health services depending on where the needs are.
So are we going to operate those services under the $200,000 or?
It's up to council to increase the funding to offer additional supportive services, but that was based on the surveys that you received and the analysis of the question, the demand that we are receiving at the Housing and Social Services Department. We feel like there is an urgent need for the tenant-based rental assistance and some supportive services as well.
So somebody who takes advantage of the funding for a place to live, who also needs to find a job, you're going to look at that through
Correct.
the support services level of the budget?
That is correct.
Or any other similar type of need?
That is correct.
And the only thing I'd last point out, Mr. Mayor, is I know there's a Battered Woman Shelter on Northeast 6th Avenue. They keep their address a little bit QT because usually the women and the children who are there are not wanting to be found. But if anybody happens to know where they are, that might be a great candidate of people who could use some help. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying the police department, I know,
I
They have a unit.
Yeah.
I looked at the chief. He probably couldn't tell from all this plastic that's here.
No, she's not here tonight, but I work with Miss Jean-François.
Jean-François.
Yeah, she was part of the team who helped us in
Another
putting this
question,
thing
another
together.
company, there is the homeless trust, you know, that have been working with homeless can, and as a matter of fact, they have, they are in the city, they have a shelter providing service to residents of North Miami. Can we assist an organization like this?
Yes, we can. Actually, we do need those organizations because when people come to us, we can cut the check, but we don't have the staff to go out there, help them find her house, help them to get the training. So we need organization that can direct those people to get back into their feet, to get the services that they need. So they will be qualified to receive some funding under supportive services.
Are you guys, so the supportive services are gonna be outsourced to different CBOs?
That is correct.
To provide these services, correct?
Exactly.
And are you guys going to administer the tenant-based program too, or are you guys gonna outsource that as well?
That's something that I need to discuss with the manager because
guys
it's, we're right here
Yeah.
with staff. Maybe this is something that we will have to outsource with some organization working with homeless because it's
Yeah.
a lengthy process. We might have to outsource them.
When you're talking about housing counseling, meaning what?
Like
For
Nalka?
people renting, give me a minute. This one is not linked to home buyer or rehabilitation. It's specifically targeting people who are trying to get out of the street, trying to get a rent, or housing counseling. Once you get, because usually people are not too excited to rent to those people. We will have people who provide proper training to explain them how to take care of the unit, how to reach out for services if they have questions. So basically to put them back into the system, a form of rehabilitation. So to
Also,
say.
you are, also in this program, you are helping substance abuse treatment services.
Yes, it's eligible under home ARP.
You're talking about organization already working in those.
Exactly.
in that issue.
We can assist we can provide funds for them to help those people.
Okay.
And is it 12 months or 24 months, or can you decide which one? Can
No,
you-
it can, 12 months. Basically, we're gonna offer a 12 months. But let's say after the 12 months, this person still cannot get back to their feet. They're still looking for work. They cannot keep a job. We still can extend it for an additional 12 months.
But you have to be in North Miami.
Yes.
So, I said that was another question. When the money runs out, when this 1.08 million is gone, this is over, are we looking toward, council's gonna say, wow, that was great. Are we looking ahead with a vision toward refunding it or anything like that? Or you don't feel like we're at that place yet? We wanna,
We're not there yet, Councilman. I'm sorry.
okay. No,
And I understand because if someone stay for 2 years and they still need assistance, and it's a single allocation.
are other communities getting this as well?
Yeah, City of all home participating jurisdiction receive this allocation, but it's a one-time. The same way we received CDBG CV back in 2020 at the beginning of the pandemic, all CDBG grantee received CDBG CV. So that's the one that I'm using right now for food, for mental health, for emergency rental assistance, for great business assistance. Now on the home, which is an item I'm gonna present right after this one, on the home right now, you're having home ARP. But home ARP is more restricted. We don't have all those opening that CDBG offers. That's the difference between the two.
When you're talking about at risk of homelessness, meaning someone who 6-7 months and already receive eviction notice can be considered homelessness at risk.
I'm not following you. Someone with?
Someone who has 6-7 months payment behind in the rental permit and they receive a notice of eviction already.
They are at risk of becoming homeless if they kick them out.
Let's open it to the public. Did we open it? Public hearing is open on the item.
Good evening, how are you doing?
How are you?
You were stating as far as you would help the city
Ma'am?
of North Miami.
Ma'am?
Say your name
Oh,
and
Ms.
address.
Suarez, Valeda Suarez, and she was
Your
stating
address for the record?
1702 Northeast 146th Street, Miami, Florida 33181. Okay, she
Go
was stating about the homelessness. Okay, where I advocate for homelessness. I've volunteered for Catholic Charities for more than 20 years, and Volunteers of America have a program like that. Where
Use the mic, please.
Volunteers of America have a program somewhat like that, but where people become homeless, they could call the Green Church, which is the city of Miami, to register so they could come pick you up and certain things like that. Where you have North Miami, if you're homeless in North Miami, the Green Church cannot help you. So it's like, will they have an organization that's open to assist the ones who are homeless right now in their car and that needs shelter? Because like right now, like I said, the Green Shirt does not assist City of North Miami, but they assist everywhere else. You would have to go into 83rd Street on Biscayne Boulevard to call them from there and tell them you're living in your car or you're at McDonald's parking lot. You know, so with a program like that, how would the City of North Miami residents quickly benefit from it before City of Wynwood, 62nd, Little Haiti, and stuff like that? That's like my main concern right there. It's a good program, but yeah, how would the residents in North Miami register for the program? Like he said with the Green Shirts, City of Miami, you have to be in the City of Miami to get the assistance.
But the question, and if you, right now, and Miss Albert, if right now you are homeless in the city of North Miami, an organization like that call you, what's gonna happen?
If this person call us, remember, we don't have a preference. It's on first arrive, first serve. We will go to the next person on the list and serve. And the allocation that we are putting on the side for supportive services, this person will be referred to that organization first. As I explained, we don't have unit. I cannot help them in the search of an apartment. We will refer that person to whoever is helping us doing a contact between tenant and landlord to find a location, then we can assist.
Okay, that means
Does
if
that
that
make sense?
organization find a landlord, negotiate a deal, then they can come to you.
Yes, I can go through the organization like a sponsor, or I can go directly with the landlord and the city to have this person putting somewhere.
You wanna add something? Yeah, just,
While advocating for the person, this person's still homeless inside the vehicle, where most shelters you need a referral to get into. So how would her organization refer this person to get into a shelter while she's in the process of looking for a place for that person to stay at? Where would they be staying at? Would they be paying hotel for them? What would they be providing for that person while they're homeless? You get where I'm coming from? So yeah,
okay.
you gotta have something in place. Okay, it's a good plan and everything, but then again, what do you have in place to assist those people right now that need shelter to need to be placed inside of a shelter while you're waiting to assist the program, because it takes a process.
That's what I said with the homeless trust.
Yeah,
I
but
think
with the
they-
homeless trust, you have to be in the city of Miami.
No,
Yeah,
no, they have a location in North Miami. That's when, if they have a room available, yes, they can assist if the city provide the fund with inside that programs.
With the homeless trust?
Yes,
Yeah,
they have a location right here on 6th Avenue, 123rd.
6th Avenue, the green shirts?
No, no.
Okay, that's the difference between the green
Yeah,
shirts and the
yeah,
homeless
yeah,
trust.
yeah. I'm talking about another organization, the homeless trust.
Yeah, the green shirts are the ones that come and pick you up wherever you are and place you in a shelter.
Okay.
I believe.
But here, the program is most likely for housing than shelters, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but where are those who are homeless right now, living in vehicles right now, that need shelter right now and can't get in a shelter unless they have a referral or a police officer brings them? You understand where I'm coming from?
But
how would
now,
that?
we have more money available to assist them get a rental for up to a year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's.
You have the money to assist them to help them for up to a year, and the funds will exhaust. But What about them right now? They're living in a vehicle right now. What can this program do for them
But
right
We-
now?
Yeah, we don't have any plans right now. You've
don't
made
have
some
shelter
very
plan.
good
We don't have
points.
a
I think we
process.
need to, come back to.
Shelters, it's most likely rental assistance program. We can help them pay, if they find location, then we can pay for it. The first loss and security deposit and up to 12 months for them to leave, not just shelter, for a temporary shelter.
No, I understand what I totally understand what you're saying. I totally understand
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
far as, go ahead.
City of Miami is much larger than we are, and they get money like this based on the population, on the size, and the City of Miami has been getting it for years.
Yeah.
So whereas we're just starting to put our toe into these waters, they've been doing it for years. That's how they have the green shirts. That's
Yeah, I
how they have
understand.
this sort of network, et cetera. We have to build toward that point. That's sort of why I asked the question about what do we do when this money runs out. But you're right, you've made some great points. I hope staff's taking notes. I know I'm taking notes. This is our first foray. It's not going to be perfect, but we're going
Okay.
to do the best that we can
Oh, okay.
with $1 million, which
Yeah,
doesn't
which
go
is
that
not
far.
a lot.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Public hearing is open. Public hearing is now closed.
Move approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab F. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
Thank you very much.
Tab G.
Aye. Tab G.
Thank you,
Oh.
Christian.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Tab G, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, approving the fiscal year 2022-2023 annual action plan under the Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, and Home Investment Partnerships, home programs, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab G.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Albert Bazil, Housing and Social Services Director. We are here tonight to present the city's Housing Grant Fiscal Year 2022 Annual Action Plan and request that Mayor and Council approve the proposed plan before transmittal to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for its final approval and release of funds. We have a quick presentation. So basically, I did the introduction. We are requesting that Mayor and Council approve the proposed fiscal year 2022-2023 annual action plan. I'm gonna give you some background and context of the 5-year consolidated plan.
Can you talk about allocation?
You wanna go straight to the allocation?
Yes, please. If we have questions, so we can. That's something that we've been doing every year.
Yes, it's a returning item.
We have the allocation and
Did the money go up this year?
No, we got a cut in CDBG.
why?
It takes a moment for Congress to approve the budget, and
Oh,
it
okay.
seems like we got a cut at the last minute. They allocate the funding to somewhere else. So we got a cut this year from
Probably need to call
CDBG.
Clarence.
So
to
for
look at
fiscal
that.
year 2022,
Clarence, why they taking
2023,
our money?
Clarence.
Why they taking our money,
Can we-
Clarence?
Okay, that's mean it's the same thing that let's open it to the public that the action plan it was advertised online, and I think pretty much is the same thing like every year. That's mean less money to the CBOs,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's only 100,000.
Let's open it to the public. Tab H.
No one's coming?
Tab G. I see none. Public hearing is closed on the item.
Move
Council
approval.
member.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab G. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Tab H.
Tab I, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing a change order to the existing professional services agreement between the city of North Miami and ACOM Technical Services, Inc. for additional professional engineering services for the rehabilitation of Pump Station A in an amount not to exceed $117,848 pursuant to request for qualifications number 12-14-15, continuing professional architectural and engineering services, providing for an effective date and all other purposes, tab I.
But okay, thank you very much. We approved that a few months ago for 1.1 or 1.2. It's just a change of order, right? It's on 125th and 13, Northwest.
That's correct, Mr. Mayor. Only this is a change order actually for the engineer of record, the
Okay.
engineering firm, which is AECOM.
Okay, thank
That's
you
correct.
very much. Tab I is open to the public. Tab I is closed. Any-
Move approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab I.
I second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab I. The motion was seconded by Mayor Bieneme. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
Tab J.
Tab J, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager to issue purchase orders to Dell Financial Services, LLC, in an amount not to exceed $104,465 for the lease purchase of computer hardware and accessories, utilizing the cooperative purchasing provision pursuant to Section 7-169 of the City Code, on a contract awarded through the National Association of State Procurement Officials, NASPO, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab J.
Tab J is to buy computers for the city. Let's open it to the public. Public hearing is open on tab J. Public hearing is now closed.
Move approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab J. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
Thank you.
K.
Tab K, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, directing the city manager to conduct a study to determine if a housing emergency currently exists in the city of North Miami that is so grave as to constitute a serious menace to the general public, and that stabilizing rents to remain affordable is necessary and proper to eliminate such grave housing emergency in accordance with Section 166.043 of the Florida statutes, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab K.
Yes, so as you all know, Miami-Dade County declared a housing emergency within Miami-Dade County, and I believe that they're conducting a study. So this is more so to update our 2016 study that we did in preparation for the Affordable Committee Board to understand what exactly our housing needs are in the city of North Miami. So as we determine these units, how many do we need at certain AMI, this is a study that will take another look at that. We did one in 2016, but it needs to be updated, of course, for 2022. Maybe we could use some of those supportive services from the additional funding that's coming in, but this is just to update that 2016 study in preparation to assess our affordable housing needs in our community. Can you hear me? Oh, sorry. Mhm.
Tab K is open to the public. Public hearing is open on tab K. Public hearing is now closed. Now your motion on tab K.
Move approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilwoman Timothy to approve the item at tab K. The motion was seconded by Councilman Galvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote. Tab L, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, approving a sister city affiliation with the city of Brikama, Gambia through the Sister Cities program, further authorizing the city manager and the city attorney to negotiate and execute all necessary documents to effectuate said sister city affiliation, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab L.
Mayor, your mic.
Madam City Manager, that doesn't add anything to our budget, right? It's the same budget. Every year
It depends on what activities that you do. At this item
every year we
itself,
allocated $10,000 for sister cities. That means
There should be some leftover.
it's the same thing, right?
well, there hasn't been any sister city major activities this year,
Okay,
so yeah.
okay.
But
Okay, as long as they stay in budget. It can be 20 or 50. Thank you very much. Let's
But I
open
do
to the
believe there are
public.
activities associated with this sister city,
Thank you.
including a delegation coming here that would be hosted.
What happened?
There would be a hosted delegation from the city to come here, and that
Yeah.
is normally paid for by the hosted city,
Yeah,
the
right.
hosting city, which would be us.
You have $10,000 in your budget. That's what it is. Now it's up to you if you want to go over the budget. That's
We'll be sure to bring an item.
good. Not bring an item. You said no. Thank you very much. Tab L is open to the public. Tab L is closed to
Move
the
approval.
public.
Move approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the item at tab L. The motion was seconded by Mayor Bieneme. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
Thank you very much. Discussion and approval of the millage.
Tab M, discussion and approval of proposed millage rate and date for first budget hearing on Wednesday, September 14, 2022, and second budget hearing on Wednesday, September 28, 2022. Tab M.
Madam City Manager, you propose that we keep it at 7.5, right?
Yeah,
Or
based
six.
on the increased property values this year and how they came in significantly higher, I'm proposing to remain at the 7.5.
Thank you very much. Let's open it to the public. Is discussion and approval? I think there's no discussion. Can I hear a motion on tab M?
Move the same millage, 7.5.
Second, okay.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the millage rate and the date for the first budget hearing on Wednesday, September 14, 2022, and the second budget hearing on Wednesday, September 28, 2022. The motion was seconded by Mayor Bieneme. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
Citizen forum? Anyone wish to speak on any item, please come forward. I see none.
I have a previously submitted comment.
Yes, ma'am?
Claudia Pazmino, 13504 Northeast, 23rd Place, North Miami, Florida, 33181. Mayor Bieneme, Council and Administration. I am writing to ask if I can purchase the former code enforcement parking lot on 126th Street to make it a dog park. I am willing to offer $3,000 got this parking lot. We really need a dog park.
Can you repeat it? That's it. What
Mayor-
location there?
Oh, okay. The former code enforcement parking lot on 126th Street.
The what?
Former code enforcement parking lot on 126th Street.
Thank you very much. That is citizen. You done?
Yes.
Okay.
I have no council report.
Oh. Happy summer, everyone. Next week, we'll be sponsoring some field trips through, in the community for students in first grade through sixth grade. One of the field trips will be going on a Bright Line train to West Palm Beach. So please look out for notifications. They'll be every Wednesday between 9 and 2, 4 Wednesdays out of between now and August. We'll be sponsoring some kids for a summer field trip experience. So look out for that information, and happy summer, everyone.
When
Stay
is
cool.
your book bag giveaway?
Oh, we're doing one back to
Back to
school.
school.
We're doing, and we're switching it up this year. We're having a back to school block party on Friday, August 5th. It'll be from 4 to 8 p.m. Give some parents time to come home. It'll be, the resource fair, and it's happening at Catney Park. So I know staff is looking forward to it, and we are too.
Not on the street.
Yes, we're gonna close the street.
Okay, not at the park.
Yeah, we're gonna use the park, the library,
cl-
where it's a whole block party.
Okay.
Kind of how we did it last year. So August 5th, save the date.
Thank you very much. Madam City Clerk, your report.
So I just wanted to uplift the comments made by the individual on that item regarding homelessness and support services for folks who are unsheltered. I think it's extremely important for us to acknowledge how difficult the system is to navigate for many folks, and it's going to be extremely important for the city of North Miami to look into having individuals serve as navigators to help folks access the much needed services. As someone who sits on different boards that address homelessness and domestic violence. You know, we take for granted how difficult it is for people to even find shelter right now. Shelters are full. People are couch surfing, and we don't even think of that as being homeless, but in actuality, that individual is homeless. And so I really hope that we take the time to meaningfully invest in this program, look at organizations that are actually doing the good work and not just enjoying the fruits, right? But actually helping people connect to the much needed services and counseling that they so desperately need. It is a hot summer, a hot girl summer, hot person summer. So y'all need to drink water, stay hydrated, because people are having heat strokes. It is not a game. Take care of yourselves. I hope you all have a wonderful summer. I'm gonna still be here working, and the second edition of the Madam Clerk coloring book is out, so you can stop by the office. She also got a storybook, but we could talk about that later. That is all.
Thank you very much. City Attorney, his report.
No report, Mayor. Happy summer.
Madam City Manager's report.
I do have an update, and I am looking on for a direction by approval of the board with respect to the Sanssouci tennis court. We talked at the last meeting. I'm getting ready to moving forward with approving one of the emergency bids for the amount of $227,000. Plus, we expect some contingency. In order to keep it open, we also will have to do additional restroom rental trailers as well as a trailer because we had some additional damage. Because we're going into the break, if the council would so assent, we'll move forward, and we would expect that we could start demolition as soon as Monday.
What should we get? What language should we say we are giving you?
To approve moving forward on the emergency procurement for the tennis center.
Can I have a motion on that? An emergency procurement
Second.
process, authorize the administration to move forward.
Expeditiously.
There's a motion, there's a second, Madam Clerk.
I apologize. Who was the maker of the motion?
I was. And Galvin second. I was in Galvin
Okay.
second.
I have a motion to approve the emergency procurement by the city administration of the Sanssouci Tennis Center, made by Councilwoman Timothy, seconded by Councilman Galvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. Happy summer.
Happy summer.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin, seconded by KT to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 3-0. It is 8:34 p.m.
Thank you very, very much, and have a good night, everyone.
Good meeting.
Quick. This is probably our short meeting. I need
I know, right? We didn't have this to Alex.
I know. Tell Clarence get back on money.
You have somewhere to go, that you rushed this meeting?
The one I work, because I was public works, you know, you work with the city attorney. I know you're talking about. I was trying to catch you.
You did a fine job, sir. No, I agree.
I'm not going to.